Thanks for joining us, everyone. We're back with part 2 of our 3-part series on the talent theme of intellection. Anas Aldahoud, fill us in now. We're talking about blind spots, trouble spots, and so forth.
So the first thing we need to understand, if it's mature, you know the right time and amount to isolate yourself. Okay, and there is a ratio here between thinking and action. If you really master that ratio, this is when it's at its best. So the more immature, of course, is too much thinking, too much alone time, too much isolation. You might get really aggravated just with people just being around you all the time. And again, I believe that all of these things can be, it can really become more mature very easily. So with it, I think sometimes comes poor communication, because you always want to communicate in that intellectual level. So if you are sometimes talking to someone about something he doesn't understand, you might have a problem. And I found intellectual people to be better speakers than trainers. They are really good as speakers, like maybe talking for like half an hour, giving like a TED talk, but becoming a trainer and discussing details and understanding what the other person thinks and how to influence him, sometimes they have difficulties as well.
Yeah, maybe so. So what really irritates them and aggravates them and drives them crazy?
So it's very simple. If you don't have that time to think. So if you're getting too busy and you don't have that self-isolation time, I think also shallow topics really bothers them. Like if you talk to them maybe about like, oh, have you seen the game yesterday? Who scored? Well, they might get interested. But if you maybe talk to them about the tactics and what the coach did to get the other team, so then they get engaged. And again, if they are forced to become social, so if you force them to go to meetings or events that they don't want to go to as well.
Yeah, that's not happening, not very fast, right? So how about conflicts and potential problems? Where are they going there?
I think definitely with internal, I've seen someone who had analytical, deliberative, and intellection. So it just creates a conflict of he doesn't move. He always like either analyzing, he's thinking about the risk, or he just thinking with his intellection. And it just created a conflict of he doesn't move. He's just always thinking and no action there. And with external people, of course, if you meet someone who's high woo, who wants to talk or meet all the time, and also with relators, actually it creates a big conflict, because a relator, he thinks if he calls you, you're there for him. But again, with intellection, you might have that self-isolation time, and it can create a conflict with one of your close friends, for example.
Yeah, you're talking about my husband and I. This is exactly, he's those talents and I'm the opposite, complete opposite. So I want to go quickly back to aggravators. So me yapping all the time, talking constantly about nonsense will really annoy him, and I can usually tell when I've overdone it. And then another potential conflict is with the partner of someone high in intellection. It took me a long time, and I didn't have the Strengthsfinder assessment to tell me that his alone time didn't mean that he didn't want to be with me or around me. You know what I'm saying? I did not understand. So as we've been married for 30 years now, and as time has passed, now I know if he walks in the door from being somewhere, I can't pepper him with questions. I have to wait, which of course makes my activator crazy, and so, but if I will wait and allow him to process and have that downtime, he'll actually talk to me at dinner. So it's pretty amazing how you learn how to compensate.
Rhonda, really an amazing advice.
Yeah.
I love it.
So fun. All right. So there you go, part 2. And we will be back next with some suggestions on growing this amazing talent of intellection. We'll see you then.